Welcome to the Clarity Confidence Connection Summit, where badass women break through barriers and unlock their next level of success. Your host for this session is Samantha Ka'awa. Samantha has been recognized as a leading expert on relationships, and as a marriage makeover coach, she helps women transform their marriage while becoming their best selves. Samantha has been featured on Fox, ABC, CBS, and other international publications and podcasts, sharing her counterculture views on relationships. Co-creator of this summit, Samantha is eager to introduce another inspirational guest. Take it away, Samantha.
Hello, everyone. I am so thrilled to introduce you to Stephanie Zenker. Hello, Stephanie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm really looking forward to hearing you talk about manifesting your dreams while we are sleeping. Hello, I want to learn this. So I was like, yes, I get to interview her. But before we get into that topic, let me go ahead and don't mind my rooster. It's not mine. It's actually my neighbor's, but now it's the the mascot of the CCC Summit. So before we get started, though, I do want to introduce Stephanie. Stephanie has made it her mission to create a world where women are valued, respected, and celebrated for their leadership and contributions. With over 15 years of corporate leadership experience, Stephanie intimately understands the challenges that women in high-level positions face when trying to make it in the hustle and grind business game. She knows all too well the daily inner pressure, unspoken fears, and unhealthy coping mechanisms, which are the byproduct of being a successful leader. And she has brought all of her wisdom with her today. I'm so thrilled to have her here. So, Stephanie, let's just dive straight into this today about manifesting your dreams while you are sleeping. First of all, let's talk about what made you talk about this in the first place. Like how is this your area of expertise? How did you get to this place?
Okay, so I have a very interesting mind, and it can go in both directions. So I can go down the rabbit hole of worries and horror scenarios. I could write literature about this. And when the mind is well and I'm in a good mood, then I can, imagine the whole universe and a complete new world. So this is my first recognition along my journey. So it can go both ways. And obviously, if it goes in a challenging way, the day is messed up, I don't feel good. And so I really have to be careful and conscious and do something about it.
Yeah, I can totally relate to that. I know I see some people here in our chat. Drop a 1 if you can relate to Stephanie in regards to you being able to make your day really, really beautiful. And if you're having a good day, you can imagine it and just manifest more of it. Or if you're not having a great day and it seems to just keep going wrong, right? Yeah. Okay. We have lots of 1s in the chat. They can totally relate, Stephanie. Yeah. So that was the starting point of what we're talking about today. So tell us, how does this integrate with some of your expertise in the corporate world? And I know that you bring a lot of this into your teachings when you're supporting women in corporate. So tell us a little bit more about how that connects.
Absolutely. So when you're in a corporate world, you have to take business decisions. You have to make meetings, you have to do meetings. You have to do things which are not easy, like laying people off, right? And your perception, your attitude towards that situation that you are as a leader faced makes or breaks you. So if you go into, let's say you have to lay someone off, it just happens, right, for different reasons. But you go into this with worries, and maybe you're afraid, or I'm sorry for that person, then this whole conversation just slides down a very, I would say, unbeneficial way, right? But if you go into it with love and hope and compassion and honesty, authenticity, valuing that person and all the person has done for you, it takes a totally different turn. Yeah. And so I was wondering, what determines in the morning when I wake up how my perception is or how I feel, right? Because sometimes you feel great and you can conquer the world, and sometimes you wake up and you know, "Ah, it's better a day to stay in bed and not go outside."
Right? Yeah, I wish we could do that sometimes for sure.
Yeah.
But yes, that's okay. What'd you come up with? What'd you discover?
Okay, so manifesting, right? A big topic. And the first thing I realized is that manifesting is like healing. You cannot manifest when your sympathetic nervous system is on, when you're stressed, when you're worried, when you're on a go, 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 go. The same way you can't heal. So the first thing you need is be in a state of a parasympathetic nervous system. Right? And that's usually when you manifest your you get yoga or ancient wisdom, you stay up very early, you get up very early in the morning, right? 4 or 5, and then you do some breath work or some sound to activate this parasympathetic nervous system.
Yes.
It's a traditional way, I guess everyone has, or maybe is doing this, maybe even has a morning practice, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Yeah. And Christopher in the chat says makes so much sense. Parasympathetic equals rest and relax. Yes. So here's a question that has come up for me while you were saying that. Is there a way to help ourselves wake up in that state other than just starting? Like there's a routine, of course, we go into meditation, we reset our energy, but is there a way for us to wake up in that parasympathetic energy intentionally? Yes, you're nodding. Okay, I want to hear this answer.
And I want to be honest, it takes time, okay? It's not something
Okay.
you do one night and then boom, you are just a shining bright star every morning. That's not. So something else was, I was watching my dreams and I was wondering, how the heck is that what I dream or I remember of dreaming? How did it come about? What is triggering that? Right? Because sometimes, let's ask the audience, your dreams, what do you think triggers or determines what you dream at night?
Ooh, I like this question. So yeah, drop in the chat what you think triggers or determines your dreams at night. For me, sometimes it's the day before, an accumulation of the events the day before, or maybe something that I'm thinking about for the next day. It will manifest in my dreams in some way, shape, or form. Some people say subconscious processing. I have regular recurring dream of being lost, mindset, worries, or what I was working on before going to bed. Okay, yeah. So very similar answers. Yeah.
Absolutely. And if you have kids, you know this, right? They watch a movie, they are scared, and then at night they dream about it. So you have the direct connection. So there are two things from my perspective. Either something that really triggers your emotion, that has caused strong emotions, or something your mind is chewing on or thinking about right before you go to sleep. And this will then reflect in the subconscious. If you look at neuroscience, this will be translated into your subconsciousness and then pops up in your dreams, which is when you're in your subconscious mind. Yeah, so something that results in strong emotions in you, or something that you have just thought about right before you fall asleep, or watched or read. Yeah.
Makes sense. So what you're saying is that we can be intentional about what we're thinking
Absolutely.
about before bed. Is that what you're saying as well? So that's one. And so how do you calibrate, maybe if you're having a strong feeling about something, that doesn't take you into your dream state? Like, what do you do for that?
There are many things, and it depends on the person, right? For some people, it's writing the evening journal. For some people, it's there's a spiritual technique where you review your day backwards. You go to the different things you experience, and then either you call the person, really you do it. It's not too late if you don't go to bed too late, or in your mind you send forgiveness to yourself or to that person. So you review your day backwards. This is if we have something experienced, and in general, everything that we take in, the news, the WhatsApp, the television, the book you read, everything is memorized and put into our subconscious mind and will at one point surface. So I would recommend to be careful of what do we let in the first place, so we don't have these strange things coming up. But of course, I understand sometimes life happens.
Yeah, life happens. You watch a movie, things go on, right? Okay, yeah. So being mindful of what we're letting in,
Absolutely.
right? Making sure we reverse engineer our days to just take inventory, release, forgive, all of those
Also
things.
ourselves, right? Not just the other person who
Yeah,
experiences this being
self-forgiveness
in a
and
room.
forgiveness of self. I love that. Okay.
Also ourselves. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So I'm hearing that we can be intentional about going to bed and what we're thinking. We can recalibrate some of our energy, our strong emotions that we're having throughout the day, so that because it gets stored and possibly will be revisited in our dreams. And it's really about our nervous system. Okay, so what other tips do you have for us to manifest and really key? That's, I know that's the energy calibration, but how are we really going to use this energy in our dreams to manifest? Tell us more.
Okay, so when you wanna, you manifesting, okay, where shall I start? We have two brain hemispheres, right? One is more the rational brain, the logic, which is actually the left brain hemisphere connected to your right hand, right? This is crossed. And then we have the intuitive, the universal mind, where you can go and tap into the universal energy, which is the right brain hemisphere connected to your left hand. So sympathetic nervous system, parasympathetic nervous system. And it means, okay, so there are different brain waves, right? And when you want to manifest something and you want your subconscious to work for you, then you have to imprint your subconscious mind, right? Parasympathetic nervous system state.
Definitely easier said than done. Yes.
However, at one point we will all be tired, right?
Yes.
This is just a normal thing. And then you have to be very careful what you then do, which WhatsApp you read, or if you still watch the movie. Instead, when you're really going right before to bed, not at 8, when you go to bed at 10, you can have your routine starting at 9:30. You can do some breath work to go into this parasympathetic nervous system. And then feel and think and imagine the things you want. And it's not just seeing it in your third eye, but also feeling. Feeling is as important as visualizing. And really consciously using those last 20 minutes before you fall asleep to live this new reality you want, to feel it, to see it, to smell it, I don't know, to hear it, whatever it is that you want to manifest. Yeah, and so you take this into your subconscious mind and it will be processed while you're sleeping.
I love that. And I feel like we've learned this. I've learned this in many ways, but it's about the implementation. It's about the discipline. It's about really committing to this practice, right? That creates that imprint on our subconscious mind. It's not just conscious, it's subconscious when we're it's auto-suggestion is one of the things that Napoleon Hill talks about, right? So we're imprinting that over and over. Yeah, Cheryl writes, yes, the implementation. So I want to see some 2s in the chat. If you're willing to commit to spending the last 20 minutes of your night for at least the next week, practicing and implementing what Stephanie has taught us today. Right? Oh, yes. Okay. So we're going to see some manifestations happening in the next week in our Facebook group. I know it for sure because we have a lot of 2s here.
Absolutely. Just let us know in our Facebook group. How it's going.
Tell us more about what you manifest in this next week and what you're setting that visualization and that vision for. So I love that you stated this, Stephanie. You're saying that it's not just seeing it in your third eye, but it's feeling the feelings. Can you tell us a little bit more about why that's important to feel the feelings of that vision that you have for yourself?
Yeah. Actually, it's assuming the feeling of the dream fulfilled. So one important point is that you recognize yourself. You see yourself being that what you want to do or want to have or want to be. You recognize, you accept, you know that you can be that. And then you invoke those feelings. How do you feel, I don't know, when you're married? Or how do you feel when you have this big house or whatever it is? And feelings is like a prayer. So it just manifests faster.
Do you
Because
have any
feelings-
tips?
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. Do you have any, this is something that has popped up for me. Do you have any tips for those of us who are like, yeah, I want to feel that feeling, but I don't quite believe it yet. So then I don't quite feel it yet. So any tips to bridge that gap of really allowing that feeling to sink in, that belief that, okay, yeah, it really is happening. I can really feel it. What are some tips for you that you can share with us?
Practice, practice, practice.
So
Hey.
fake it till you make it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's
Keep
true.
going. Okay.
Yeah. So you can have, a friend of mine calls it a comedy file. So she has different situations. And for her, it's small dogs. If she sees a dog, everything turns around and she starts to shine and to smile. So have a comedy file, some memories which spark joy for you. So I have a friend who has a child, a toddler. Well, she's now a toddler. And when I see her, it just makes me smile. I have this beautiful feeling inside of me. So I pull on those moments to bring this feeling into me. And then I think or visualize, well, it's imagination, it's not just seeing, it's doing, feeling, hearing, if touching the thing I want to manifest. So I have a comedy file. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. And I've learned that before, really taking something that we have a strong emotion towards, that we love, that we want to imprint that feeling onto the new vision or the dream fulfilled. And so really overlapping the two. And I love that. I love your example of seeing little dogs. When I'm on Instagram, the things that show up on my feed are always like funny little dog things or tricks, and those are perfect. Like I can just save those and use those
Absolutely.
to overlay. And then of course my kids, right? Like seeing family photos and enjoying the times that we've spent together and overlaying that to future events and future things that I would love. That's beautiful. I love that so much. Our time is running so fast. Look at us. We can just talk for hours. We might have to do a to be continued later, but I want you to share a little bit about the gifts that you have for our audience. So you have a free gift called Sweet Dreams, Sweet Reality. So tell us a little bit about what they're going to get with that free gift.
This is an evening routine. So this is a step-by-step process, just 3 steps, which you can follow to get into this parasympathetic nervous system, and then also reminders of what to do next. So you can just apply this for the next 7 days, and then you will have your results.
All right. I love that. So click on the link. I know Christine just dropped the link. Our team just dropped the link. Click on the link right now. You enter your name and your email address, and you can get instant access to this amazing free gift that Stephanie has for us today.
That's tonight.
And do it tonight, right? Because we all committed that we're going to do this for the next 7 days. I'm going to hold you guys all accountable. I'm going to come back here in this chat and figure out who said twos. And then there's also one more gift that Stephanie has for us. For those of you who did the VIP upgrade, she is offering us a 5-star upgrade for success. And it's her first module titled Unshakable Foundation. So tell us, Stephanie, what is this gift about? And I know we're going to all go into our VIP portal right after this and go get it, but tell us more.
Okay, so there are 5 things that break or make you. And this is your mind, your thoughts, your perception, your attitude, how you speak, how you feel, how you behave, and how you act. And we are starting with the foundation, which is actually your mind. So in the first module, we will look at really what the brain is, how the nervous system is, so the physical level. And then we go into mind, consciousness. And then we also look at metaphysical things, so 4th dimension, Yeah, so we are working on the foundation, which is in the top of the body, in our head or our head.
Oh, I love that. So basically, what we talked about today, and you just taking it deeper, right? We are totally taking it deeper into
Yes.
manifesting into our dreams and becoming more and more of a master practitioner of this skill set. Because I don't know about any of you watching, but I know I can build more skill in manifesting in my dreams, because sometimes the dreams go off and do its own thing. And I know that I can definitely take more practice here. So thank you, Christine, for dropping that link. If you would love to upgrade, if you haven't purchased your VIP upgrade yet, you still have time to do that. Go ahead and click on the link right there, and you can upgrade your ticket to a VIP ticket and get instant access to this portal. And Stephanie's VIP gift is in there right now. And if you already have your portal open, good job. Go look for Stephanie's talk. It's organized alphabetically, and you can access that right now during this next break. So I am so thrilled to have you here, Stephanie. I would love for you to impart some final words of wisdom on our audience. What are some final words of wisdom you would love to share with everyone here today?
Use your mind for your own purpose. Don't be driven by your mind or by your subconscious, and everything can be healed. All your power is in here. Everything can be healed. Everything can be manifested. So use it. Yeah.
I love that. So use your powers, use your mind to manifest, and everything can be healed. Is that what you said?
Absolutely.
Everything can be healed, and we can use our amazing powers in our minds to heal.
Yes.
I love that. I think we actually have a couple more minutes. So if there's any other quick tips or tools that you want to share, anything that you want to give to our audience as some partaking wisdom, any additional ones, we would love to hear that from you too.
Okay, so maybe we go back to that every input we have forms us. So it's really important to think about what you read, what you listen. Do you want to be around people who are complaining all the time, right? Because everything goes in you, so your ears, so your nervous system, and then it basically imprints or determines how you feel, right? And your feelings determine how you think. And then what you think determines what you do, how you speak, how you experience your day. So really, I would love to invite us to maybe 30 minutes after you wake up or before you go to bed to not look at the television, at your phone.
We have a second challenge.
Okay. In silence, and to honor this beautiful computer or power we have in here. So it's clean and clear and works for us.
I love that. So here's the tasks, everyone. We're going to, before going to bed, 20 minutes before bed, we're going to visualize and feel our wish fulfilled, our dream fulfilled. And then for how long after we wake up, Stephanie?
Well, some people say up to 62 minutes, but definitely when you're in this state where you kind of, I don't want to get up, I'm still half asleep. So possibly 15 minutes before you really avoid.
So at least 15 minutes, if not an hour after you wake up, that no stimulation from your phone. Okay, so I know we're gonna head out in a second, but I would love to see some threes in the chat right before we leave. If you are committing to do the second part of Stephanie's challenge here today, that you are not going to look at your phone. They're dripping in a little slower this time. Less commitment here. No, I see them. They're coming in. So we're going to take you up on this challenge, Stephanie. And thank you so much for bringing your wisdom here with us. And I love how you really support women in the corporate world, because we need more of that.
Thank you for joining us for another amazing session on the Clarity Confidence Connection Summit. Be sure to mark your calendars to join us in Hawaii from November 2nd through the 5th for our premier in-person experience. If you have any questions or want to apply to be a speaker at one of our upcoming events, email our team at breakthrough@clarityconfidenceconnection.com.